What's going on, everybody? Bob here. Welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy. No. Welcome back to a new Yugioh Tag Force special deck profile guide. So today, first of all, Merry Christmas, everybody. This is my Christmas gift to all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in my audience. I want to do something else, but this was the first thing I could easily do. So, what this is arguably, well, this deck came very, very close to being tier zero back in like 2014. It was only outdone by, actually no, 2013, sorry about that. It was only really outdone by spell books, and that is Dragon Rulers. Dragon Rulers are a goddamn monstrosity. This deck, oh boy. So, to give a context of how powerful this deck is, all the Dragon Rulers were legal to use for maybe about like a few months before they were hit on a ban list. And all of them were either banned in the TCG or limited to one in the OCG. And I think only, what the hell was it? Tempest, that was only at 1. I'm pretty sure Blaster was banned permanent, like completely redox. These guys are starting to come off the ban list a little bit. I know in the TCG, at least one of these is at 1 now. In the OCG, I think they're loosening up the reins a little bit more. So that's really cool for a Dragon Ruler. So, this deck is absolutely S9. Yes, this is Dragon Rulers at maximum power. As in, you have 3 of each of the main Dragon Rulers. You have the babies included. You have full copies of Super Rejuvenation for all the fun stuff that entails. Gold Sark to pop their banish abilities, and so on and so forth. I like to liken Dragon Rulers as if you were to release Thunder Dragons back in 2013, in the beginnings of the Xyz era. I'm not kidding, they are literally that powerful because they have abilities that can trigger from the graveyard by themselves. They have abilities that can trigger when banished. They have abilities that can trigger from the hand. There is so much goddamn consistency, it's absolutely asinine. So today I actually have a bit of a hit list for pros and cons I actually want to go over. It's a bit large, and don't be surprised if the pros are a little lopsided compared to the cons, as in there's a lot more pros than cons used in this deck. So, again, I do want to say, first of all, that this deck, this was back when they were at full power. The only illegal card, or the only illegal thing I have about this deck that was not legal in 2013 is 2 Rise Darkest Metal Dragon. I only have that for the sake of this game because I was trying to go through the really hard challenges. And even then, you can swap one of these out easily because these just help so much with the consistency. Like, I have a side deck you can just splash stuff like Eclipse Wyvern. I was messing around with Future Fusion to put a 5-headed dragon in there because why not? Galaxy Tomahawk, but this is a Link Arrow, so it's not a big deal. And the extra deck. So, yeah, no. This is them at full power. They're not legal anymore. You can use them in certain 2013 formats. Just swap out one of these Dark Smell Dragons and you're basically fine. That's the only rule there really is. So yeah, this deck is absolutely nuts. Now I already mentioned it before, but this deck does indeed have a crap ton of consistency. Borderline infinite consistency. I can count the amount of times I've had a completely dead hand on like one hand. Like, no, I'm actually not joking about that. Like under 5 times the entire time I've used this for like the last 2 months. The deck is just that fucking powerful. Now, part of that is because, like I mentioned, all the Dragon Rulers have abilities unto themselves. So, to go from the top, let's just go ahead and cover one of the BNBs of this deck, Blaster. So, each of the Dragon Rulers has an ability that is as follows. So, from the hand, you can banish this card, or, sorry, no. If this card's in your hand, you can banish up to 2 dragon type monsters and or fire type monsters. The element has to do with, you know, what Dragon Ruler it is from your hand or graveyard, and you can special summon this card for free. If it's in the graveyard, you can banish 1 dragon type and or fire type monster from the graveyard and special summon it. It also has another ability in the hand where you can destroy targets and stuff, but no one really pays attention to that. And if it's banished because another Dragon Ruler used it as material to summon itself, you can bring a fire type monster or dragon type monster from your deck in your hand. Actually, I think it's specifically fire type dragon type monster. Yeah. So each of these Dragon Rulers essentially follows that same format. For Redox, you can pull out a Earth dragon type monster or Rock, I guess. Same for Tempest, except for Wind monsters. Again, all of these are super convenient and they all feed off each other. So that alone is part of the consistency and is one of the reasons why you can actually splash like Blaster or Tempest into other decks and get some pretty good results. Like for example, I've seen Tempest splash into various decks and like Legacy of the Duel challenges, so yeah, they're really good engines. You can just splash around and just get free rank level 7s if you want to. Yeah, good stuff. On top of this is Super Rejuvenation. Originally, no one really gave a shit about this card, but Super Rejuve in conjunction with the babies basically allows you to go like huge card advantage at the end of the turn. So basically, you might know how this card do. It's super easy. For every card that was tributed or sent from the hand to the graveyard or from the field to the graveyard, you draw that many cards at the end of the turn. Now, considering the babies, you need 2. You can get +2, +4, maybe even like +6 if you're like really stretching it at the end of the turn. So yeah, with Super Rejuvenation and Max C, you're never short for options. And remember, back in 2013, Max C was at 3, Super Rejuve was at 3. Yeah, this is absolutely nuts. For the record, I don't have a specific source for this deck. I think it was a combination of like Megamorph's video for this deck, which is like why Dragon's Rage is in there, and Eclipse Wyvern, and I got it from someone who like topped a regional in like California back in the day. I don't have a specific source for this. This is a little like home brewed, you know, hence the 2 metal dragons that would help have a hand in that. Oh yeah, the babies, speaking of them, are also kind of ridiculous. So each of them is for a flavor of their own dragon ruler. Basically, you can send this card to the graveyard and one other dragon monster from your hand to the graveyard, and you can pull a dragon ruler out from the deck. Yeah, and considering the fact that they have their own special summoning mechanics where you can banish them from the graveyard to summon them, it becomes like there's constantly materials being cycled throughout the field. It's really strong, and again, because this is the issues, don't exist with this deck. And then of course Darkness Metal Dragon is here because even more consistency. I don't think I have to explain it too much. It's been in other videos. Basically, you can banish one dragon type monster on the field to special summon this thing, and once per turn, you can special summon a dragon type monster from the graveyard or the hand for completely free. That isn't to go with special summoning restrictions, but like if you have like a Blue Eyes in the graveyard or a Galaxy Eye somewhere, you can just pop it instantly. It's not a big deal. Also works for Synchros, XCs that don't have restrictions, fusions that don't have restrictions, you know, so on and so forth. It's very lenient. There's a reason why like everyone and their mother plays this card. It's great. And the last big thing about consistency in this deck is Gold Sarc. Gold Sarcophagus is actually, I think they became limited to 1 these days because of Thunder Dragons, but back in the day where they were at 3. I could be wrong about that though. I do believe they were at 3. So part of that reason is because you can banish one card from your deck and it gets added to your hand 2 turns later. Reason this is great, as I mentioned before, these cards have mechanics when they're banished. So like example, Blaster, you can pull a Fire Dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. Earth Dragon type monster, Wind Dragon type monster, Water Dragon type monster. You know how it goes. So one of the cool things about Blaster actually, Flame Guard, it actually falls completely under this umbrella. Yeah, it's actually really good. And so considering the fact that this lets you go essentially +1 because you're playing it, you pull a card from your deck to your hand, or no, you pull a card from your deck to the banish zone, and you can get 2 turns later, and you're also pulling a card from your deck to your hand because of the Dragon Roll effect. Let's go +1. I think it's alright, yeah. So what do these tuners have to do? Well, basically it's not just by themselves that Dragon Rolls are really good, but like if they're rank 9 or rank 11, no one will really play them that much. But it just so happens around this time period, some of the strongest extra cards in the game were rank 7s, and this just kind of happened to tap into those. So the extra deck for Dragon Rulers is among the strongest probably in the game's history. That might be a slight exaggeration, but I think it kind of holds true until Link formats hit, because this was absolutely nuts. Big Eye, you've probably seen this before. Detach 1 material, steal a monster from your opponent's side of the field. Non-destruction removal, you get free resources, you can attack with that one. It's a big fuck you to your opponent. It's amazing. Only problem is that it's targeting, but I mean, who cares really? Mega Phantom Beast Dracosack. I sometimes just call it Cossack because I'm lazy. Back row removal, anything removal. Hard to kill if it has tokens, can spawn tokens, really good. I just splashed this guy in here because piercing damage is always nice. And then, you might be wondering why the hell there is Synchros in here. Well, again, Flammable Guard is a tuner, you can pull it free from anywhere. Effect Veiler was at 3 at a time. I don't think it's ever been less than 3 actually. Like, this card's always universally like good. It just so happens to be a tuner. So on top of its ability to shut down effects of monsters, you can also pop onto the field and get a Synchro if you want to. And again, some of the generic rank 8 Synchros are absolutely disgustingly good. This is what it is. Stardust, you know, protection, obviously. RDA, if you want to use it. I would personally use Hot Red, but regular RDA is really good. Because it can blow up monsters in the defense position. You have options to play with it, and so on and so forth. Scrap Dragon, I actually don't use this one too much. I know you can contribute something you have, or more things you have on your side of the field to pop stuff on the opponent's side of the field. Pretty good. Crimson Blader, I have a love for this card. You special summon it. If you kill a monster by battle, your opponent can't special summon anything. I think Crimson Blader is usually like a bread and butter for Dragon Roller decks, so that's really strong. Armory Arm is if you have one of the babies on the field and you need something to just pop stuff. Castor is always great. Colossal Fighter is good for just like free generic boosts, and it's kind of like a specific counter pick because if your opponent has warriors in the graveyard, it gets the attack boost. And I think it might get an attack boost by itself, but even then 2000 is not bad, so really good. But no, the meat of this deck really is in the rank 7 XCs. At the time, rank 7 wasn't the strongest, but there was no cards or no decks that were really tapping into the power of rank 7s. This deck comes out and just boom, all of a sudden able to use it to such strong effects. Really, really good. So if you were to replace RDA with something, Dark Smell Dragon with something, I'd probably say one more DDR maybe. Maybe if you want to, Vanity's Emptiness is always a good option because, you know, shut them down from summoning that turn. Mirror Force isn't too bad. Solidarity is kind of there if you have only dragon types, but considering this, yeah, but then the Fake Veil goes to the graveyard, it's kind of screwed, so, you know, whatever. And just to quickly explain some last things, this is all standard 2013-2014 fare. Book of Moon, Disrupt Timing, good. Burial from a Different Dimension is actually really good. Basically, the problem with this deck is that it quickly goes through resources, especially, you know, they go to the mana zone and their effects trigger, but then, like, you can't really pull them back easily by themselves, so yeah, you kind of have to use this card to pull them back if you want to, and this deck kind of wants to win within 5 turns, generally. DDR is good, yeah, I'm not explaining that too much. Heavy Storm is good, Monster Reborn is good, Soul Charge is you're pretty much like your level 3 X Factor comeback, and Breakthrough Skill is always good as just, like, if you need to stop someone from doing some dumb stuff, i.e. Fire Hands or stuff like that. Or no, not Fire Hands, Fire Fist. Yeah, it's good. I guess Fire Hands too. So yeah, despite my options, this deck has access to pretty much a lot of generic rank 7 XCs, a lot of level 8 Synchros, and a plethora of like level 4s, level 5s. I've seen someone splash in a... Oh, what the hell was it? Oh yeah, Black Rose Dragon. I have no idea why they did that, but it was a thing you can do. I guess maybe. So yeah. Oh yeah, one more big benefit. This deck has a lot of attack power. You could probably tell that because it tops with Blaster at 2800, and the lowest like reasonable attack power monster is like, where the hell is it? Like 2200, I think. Just so I remember which one it was. Nope, not 22, just 24. You're never going to use Redox for attacking. It's 3,000 fat asses, not going anywhere anytime soon. And then you got your extra deck for just Plankton monsters. Yeah, no. Generally, RDA might be your best bet for just, or your best choice for just breaking through walls or stealing them with Big Eye or popping in with Dracosack. This deck doesn't lack options, that is for damn sure. So yeah, back in the day, this deck didn't really become tier 0 because of the existence of spellbooks. Spellbook of Judgment was absolutely fucking broken, and it deserved to be banned, holy crap. So that's the only reason why this deck didn't become tier 0, but had it not been in contention, it probably would have been. Now for the cons, yeah, like I mentioned, in the modern age, most of these cards are banned. All the, or at least most of the Dragon Rulers are straight up banned. They are coming off the ban list these days because the power creep of the game has become such that Dragon Rulers would probably be a good rogue deck. I'd be willing to bet. They still have a good consistency, but they're not going to be competing with such things as like Orcus combos or I've heard good things about Salamangreats. I'm a little out of practice with the modern game, but yeah, no. I think Thunder Dragons do outdo this deck, but this deck still has, again, this is printed in 2013. I'm comparing it to the decks made in 2019. That's how fucking strong this deck is, as a point of comparison, really. Oh yeah, it can also drain resources really fast, like I mentioned. Because of the raw sheer draw power, you know, Super Rejuve, Max C, you know, just the babies pulling stuff from the deck for free, basically, Gold Sark. You can quickly run out of resources. I find sometimes that, like, you'll go turn 1, and something like you get hit by like an effect Baylor or something, and then you're left with 1 card in your hand. Go to your opponent's turn. They can't really get over you, but you still can't do anything. Your next turn, you draw like Book of Moon, and it's like, ah, crap, I can't do anything. This deck wants to win within the first 3 turns, generally. I mean, I know that's you're still winning in 3 turns, generally speaking, but if your opponent has negates, that's a problem. I'd be generally willing to bet. Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, the dragons don't have protection, generally speaking. They have effects that can go off if they are banished, which is good, but and they can especially bring themselves back for free, essentially, and you know, 2800 is not easy to get over unless you use Honest. But for the most part, no, the Dragon Rulers don't have protection. Hell, even my Darkest Metal Dragon gets sat on a lot, so yeah, you want to be careful with this. That's why breakthrough skills in here. That's why you have Book of Moon, you know, all this fun stuff. And a small thing about the Dragon Rulers is that if you special summon it to your side of the field using its ability, and you go to your opponent's turn, and their turn gets in the end phase, it pulls itself back to your hand, which seems weird, and I can kind of get why. So it's not just sitting there being a bother all the time for your opponent, but it can cost you some special summons if you let it. So it's a thing. Just be worried about that. Oh, and the last negative, I guess. Well, I guess 2 negatives technically. One is people will hate you for playing this deck. I think so. And the other is this deck only uses generic dragon support. The only things that help this Dragon Ruler deck out is themselves. The main bosses and the babies. Other than that, it's just all, you know, generic cards. There's nothing archetypal about Dragon Rulers. They are themselves. They are, you know, they are what they are. So there's nothing you can really do about that. As a result, there's never really been support for them. You know, it's hard to support a banned card, generally speaking, so be careful about that. But again, the pros vastly outweigh the cons of this deck. If you play this deck, again, this is my Christmas present to you guys, because if you play Tag Force Special or Legacy of the Duelist or something you offline against the CPU, and you can turn the rules off, well, I'd probably advise you to actually go with the Yadalock, maybe, but this is a very easy access deck that is extremely strong. Hell, I'll even show you where you get most of the cards. Boom, there you go. Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. This is where you pull all the Dragon Rulers from. If you ever need anything to win the game, this is the pack for you. That's how you generally do it. Now, instead of going against generic easy fights, we're going to be going to the hard tournaments. We're going to be going into some of the crazy shit this game has. Luckily, I just beat this a couple days ago with them, so ironically, not even that big a deal. Okay, so Tellarknights. This is really easy. I mean, kinda, sorta. So, since I'm up against a Tellarknight deck that's gonna try to special summon everything known to man, so I'm gonna pop Maxi early because I'm expecting it to happen. Got that. Okay, didn't actually go that far. Not too big a deal, but okay. So, first of all, I already got one of the babies, so pop it, send Redox to the graveyard, and Vanity just hipped. Okay. I have no response to that. Holy crap! Okay, that was the thing. I wasn't expecting Vanity's emptiness so soon. That was actually pretty well timed. Well, I'm probably gonna get smacked, so it's not a huge deal. Let's just go ahead and pop Maxi again. Oh, yeah. Book and Moon, duh. Generally want to pop that during, yeah, this is what I meant. You get hit by something, all of a sudden you're kind of screwed. However, I do have options here. Maxi is an Earth monster, so you can banish that. Banish these two. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's see, I think the face down one currently just has 1600, so it's not a big deal. I could add these immediately back to my graveyard, but no thank you, because they're not valuable targets. And easy. I really should have just saved that. Okay, kind of getting there. Let's see. Use you to put stuff back in the graveyard. So this is one of the very few times I actually get a fairly bad hand. Okay, so now we're popping off. So, Banish Redox and the baby again. Don't use that. Summon Tempest. Activate Redox's effect because it was banished. And it allows me to pull something from deck. I'm going to see if I can't special summon another Redox. Can't do it, not a big deal. And just go ahead and swing at Altair. And Honest. Go figure. Okay. These are the games we play. Yeah, I told you Honest is one of the big problems with this deck. Yep, that's gonna hurt. Nice, okay. Send you down to Vanities, Jesus Christ. Well, I lost the, jeez. 2 Vanities emptiness from the word go. That was a bad, okay, very bad showing. Okay, this is a little bit better, I would say. Okay, so first, Gold Sark. Go ahead and send another version of Blast to the graveyard, or graveyard, banish it. Pop its effect. Good stuff. And I'm gonna, yeah, I generally try to go for Flame Veil Guard, so that way I can get the free summon if it is an option. What are you targeting? Oh boy. Oh, you would probably only pop if I use that, huh? Okay. Set it. Yeah, I'll just go for that one. Just gonna go ahead and pop Effect Veiler. Well, I probably didn't even need Veiler. I probably just used Breakthrough Skill if I actually wanted to. Okay. Okay, Burial from a different dimension. Go ahead and put this back in the graveyard. And from the graveyard, banish those 2 from my hand, and summon Blaster. Activate the effects. That is sort of the idea. Now, the idea of what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get as many Dragon Rollists in cycling as I can at this very moment. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to... See, the problem with Crimson Blader is that it only keeps them from summoning level 5 or higher monsters. Tellarknights don't go above level 4, so as a result... Actually, wait, hold up, I have an idea. Aren't Tellarknights... Oh no, she's probably got... Probably better to go with Stardust. So that way, if, like, she summons Deltaros, it doesn't blow up my card. Because that's what it does, and it's not fun. Alright, next turn. Okay, so they are indeed warrior types. Alright. Breakthrough skill to keep that ability from going off. Get her to waste her normal summon for a turn. And using that. Okay. Oof, okay. She's gonna try to pop it, and we're just not gonna let her. Boom. Problem is, though, when Deltaros is blown up, it allows it to summon more stuff. Oh my god, why? Okay, so this is getting a little bit fun. Okay, actually, wait, I have this crazy idea. Well, first of all, I can actually use you from the graveyard. Target that so I can blow up in 1 turn. Not too bad. Just summon you, and by that, I'm going to banish. Yeah, let's do that. Use Blaster's ability. Gonna bring up one of the babies. Oh, wait, oh. Actually, wait, yes. Again, I'm allowed to banish it. Pull you out. This is actually getting really easy. It's amazing what can happen when you're not getting hit by Vanity's Emptiness. Seriously, Big Eye is just goddamn stupid. Okay, steal it. I mean, it seems redundant considering I did use Breakthrough Skill on it, but I also didn't think I'd be able to draw it, so that's kind of on me. And yeah, almost dead. Destiny draw. Hey, look, I got Stardust. Bring it back. And pretty much won. Yeah, I don't need to keep doing plays. Or you can use Honest, because of course. Alright. Oh, that's a big number. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna meme kinda hard and just steal your card now. So I have a full field, I guess. Even though I was hit by another Honest, because go figure. And there we go. Alright, so that was Tellarknights. Again, these decks don't have... The individual rulers don't have protection. And frankly, once I was hit by Vanity's Emptiness, it was a little hard to keep going, so yeah. This is a bad opening hand. Nothing I can attribute to normal summon. Well, I mean, I could banish RGA or Darkest Metal Dragon, I suppose, but kinda don't want to. Not like I have a choice. Oh, yeah. I mean, these monsters do have their own individual effects. Oh, hey, wait. I keep forgetting that. I mean, it's not that I keep forgetting it. It just doesn't register always off the top of my head. Okay. Considering I'm against Chronomalies, it's not the worst thing ever. I just gotta hope I'll get blown up by something crazy. 2100. 100, okay. A bunch of pokies, okay. Yeah. I can do that. That's irksome. I don't have anything else I can really summon with that. 26. Actually, wait, isn't this all common is 800? That's a beefy number, Jesus Christ. Well, I can swing into Honest for some good damage. Can't really do anything with Breakthrough Skill. Let's just go ahead and sit on this for a minute. Wait, did you activate your... Oh, that was MSD, okay. I'm not getting hit by a lot of numbers. Oh, wait. Destiny draw. Okay. We're gonna try to pull this back a little bit. Banish the baby. And I got hit by Solemn. Go figure. Oh, that bites. Okay, this is a very bad matchup. Or not a bad matchup. Again, no natural protection. I keep getting bad hands. Oh yeah, going on. Oh damn, I drew all 3 blasters though. Okay, this is getting a little bit better though. I'm not gonna say no to this at all. Okay, that face down is probably something bad for my health, but I'm gonna risk it anyway. Yep, okay. Sweet, alright. Luckily, I drew 2 maxis my first turn, so while not ideal or optimal, I'm still gonna take it anyway. And our plus. Still gonna plus. Yeah, let's go ahead and neg that. So I don't lose my Darkest Metal Dragon, that'd be nice. Okay, geez, I'm still drawing cards, my god. Alright, yeah, no, that is the big, the good juice of using Max C, because anytime your opponent special summons, just boom, 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 constantly getting power over and over again. So this is an interesting hand I have. I have like everything I could ever want right here. My god. Okay. we're gonna get a little creative here. I'm gonna eventually be able to run through Chronomalies, so let's just work our way up to that. So first of all, both Redox and a Blaster have been banished, so I can use that. This is where it gets kind of interesting. Supposed to summon... Yeah, I'm supposed to summon our Blaster. Go with Big Eye. Normally, if it's turn 1, you want to go with the Dracosac, so that way it has protection because of the tokens, so that is a good option. Steal you, so I can keep the materials for myself. And I can also blow up the back row. Oh, also, gonna use Breakthrough Seal's ability over here, so that way we'll blow up Deltaros. It might not summon the other cards. Alright, let's find out. Nope, it did, okay. Not too horrible. We're on turn 6 by now. Well, I'm on turn 3. So we're kind of making good progress here. I'm gonna hit with a Veiler, so it's not able to special summon anything else. There might be a Soul Charge, okay. Man, she's really thinking right now, because I have the game in fast forward. Star Seraph, I mean, okay, the game's freezing now. The game is really freezing, oh my god. 4,000. Nope, I'm not gonna do that, because she's gonna definitely special something. Excite Tonight? Oh, okay, we're playing that game now. Alright, just make you not, and another one. Sure. Wow. That's definitely a comeback. Holy crap. Okay. I didn't expect to get hit by an Exciton Knight, let alone 2 of them. That was something. Okay. I am slightly concerned, but this isn't the worst thing in the world. So, activate the 2 in the hand. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use you. There's a reason for this. Okay, first, Super Rejuvenation. Gotta activate the baby's ability. Then use the graveyard. Run one there. And time to use Dracosac for something. I feel. Now, the problem with Silent Honor Arc is that, of course, it can blow up, steal one of my cards. So, I'm gonna bait it, special summon the tokens. I could have stolen it. I realize that, but I also want to show us off in advance. The problem with... So, when you use this Destruction effect, you can't attack with it this turn, so that is a slight pain in the ass. I'm just trying to bait it to use the effect, so it can't steal. Good. Is there anything worth swinging into with... No, okay. I should be good for this turn. I could probably special summon more had I wanted to. Yep, there's a +2, because I sent 2 to the graveyard. Alright, luckily, as long as this token's on the field, Dracosac cannot be destroyed, which is still pretty good. Okay, crap. I already had all my blasters go to the graveyard, so I can't use this for too much. Go ahead and draw. Yeah, let's do that. Send it to the graveyard. Boop. Ah, why can't I bring out anything else? Oh, right, because I already used his ability, duh. Okay. Summon a Sparks, which would be pretty good. Baby's in the graveyard. Now, I could keep going, theoretically. There's nothing really keeping me from doing that anymore. But before I do that, this is getting complicated. Alright. Especially more tokens. Wait. Well, I guess that works too. And pop stuff. I'm pretty sure that's just a regular card, because Tellarknights. Okay. Ooh, Guy is a good option though. Hang on. Go for that piercing damage. Oh yeah, that's right. Also, well, 26 versus 24. Yeah, I guess I would rather keep this on the field for the time being. Oop. Okay. If I have burn, I would probably be able to go for it, but no dice. I've never actually seen you before. What the hell do you do? Banished. Okay, sure, thank you. You're banishing cards from my graveyard for some reason. I mean, sure, you can do that. Why not? I've actually never seen that card before. That's really weird. Hang on. Cool. Yeah, this is why you really don't want these games to go for so long. It's always like this nice little middle ground you want to go for with these games you want to go for. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have set Cossack to attack mode. Cool. However, I can sacrifice Dracosack itself. Funny enough. In order to blow you up, not chain that. No, thank you. And yeah, just win. All right, gonna try my hand again at that Chronomaly deck. See if we can make any more progress. Okay, so after going through a whole entire duel, I'm just convinced that I just need to actually not fight Chronomalies right now because that deck is kind of really messing me up with his back row. Oh, Compulsory is a fun card. Anyway, so in spite of the fact that I claimed that Dragon Rule was one of the best decks in the game at the time, and I keep getting blown up by back row, yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it there. Okay, so hope you guys learned something or two. I clearly have a lot of editing to do because I went through long stretches of time without talking for that one and kept getting my ass destroyed. Yeah, so see you guys later. Peace. And Merry Christmas.